Ever seen a lake so mysterious you can walk right on its surface? Or how about a lake that's literally boiling, where only the bravest souls dare to tread its misty paths? Or what about a lake that seems to bleed? Perhaps you've heard tales of a chilling lake filled not with fish, but with bones. Or imagine lakes that change their colors unpredictably, flashing hues like nature's own mood ring. And imagine floating in a lake that holds a galaxy of harmless jellyfish. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Snowtrial. Today, we're diving into the tales of the 15 most mysterious lakes in the world. Each one holds secrets that are as deep as their waters. From toxic waters to lakes that are the stuff of legends and myths. And just when you thought lakes couldn't get any weirder, we'll show you one where ships and planes vanish without a trace, as if swallowed by the waters. So get ready, click subscribe, and let's jump right into 14. Rupkund Lake. Rupkund Lake in India is famously known as Skeleton Lake because of the hundreds of ancient human skeletons found at its edge. Nestled in the Himalayas at an altitude of 16,500 feet, the lake is both a popular trekking destination and a chilling historical mystery. The skeletons are visible through the clear ice and water only when the snow melts, revealing a haunting sight. The discovery of these skeletons dates back to 1942 when a British forest guard stumbled upon them. Initially, it was thought these remains could be from Japanese soldiers from World War II. Despite its eerie allure, Rupkund Lake is surrounded by stunning mountain scenery, making it a striking location for adventurers and history enthusiasts alike. 13. Kelimutu Crater Lakes. Kelimu is a volcano in central Flores Island in Indonesia, famous for its three striking summit crater lakes of varying colors. Each lake has its own colors and a local name but is collectively known as Kelimu. The colors, which range from turquoise to green, red, and black, can change unpredictably due to the minerals present and the volcanic gas activity. The lakes are a sacred site for the local Leo people, who believe that the lakes are the resting places of departed souls. The westernmost lake, to Adambupu, is said to be the abode of the souls of the elderly who have led a good life. The other two lakes, to Nuwamuriku Fai and to Adapolo, are believed to hold the souls of young people who died prematurely and those led astray into evil, respectively. Kelimutu was first brought to wider attention by Dutch geologists in 1915. 12. Boiling Lake. Boiling Lake in Dominica is exactly what it sounds like, a lake that is literally boiling. Only the brave dare to trek the misty paths to see it up close. It is situated in the Morne Trois Pitons National Park and is the second largest hot lake in the world. The lake measures roughly 200 feet, 61 meters, across and is a flooded fumarole, a crack in the Earth's surface that emits steam and gas. The origins of Boiling Lake are tied to the volcanic activity that is common to Dominica. The lake is heated by magma beneath the surface, causing its water to be in a constant state of boiling. The temperature on the edges of the lake is around 180 to 197 degrees Fahrenheit, 82 to 92 degrees Celsius, while the center is even hotter, making it dangerously boiling at all times. This incredible and dynamic natural feature was first discovered by locals in 1870 but became internationally known in 1875 thanks to reports by two Englishmen, Henry and Fred Nichols. 11. Barracuda Lake. Barracuda Lake, located on Coron Island in the Philippines, is a stunning and mysterious body of water that offers a unique diving experience. This lake is known for its dramatic temperature shifts and layers of both fresh and salt water, a phenomenon known as a halocline. The lake gets its name from the discovery of a large barracuda skeleton in its depths, though it's not typical to see many barracudas there today. The lake itself is relatively young in geological terms, formed by tectonic activity which is common in the region due to the Philippines' location along the Pacific Ring of Fire. Divers describe the experience of entering Barracuda Lake as diving into another world. As you descend, you can feel the temperature of the water changing. The upper layer of the lake is a comfortable 28 degrees Celsius, But as you dive deeper, around 45 feet below the surface, you encounter the first thermocline where the temperature can soar to up to 38 degrees Celsius. 10. Jellyfish Lake. Nestled on the remote island of Isle Mok in Palau, Jellyfish Lake is a marvel of nature that seems like something out of a dream. This isolated lake is teeming with millions of golden jellyfish. Swimming here is like floating in a living galaxy, but don't worry, the jellyfish are harmless to humans. Jellyfish Lake was formed about 12,000 years ago as the last ice age ended and sea levels rose, isolating a natural basin filled with seawater and jellyfish from the ocean. The lake spans about 12 acres and is roughly 30 meters deep. The golden jellyfish in the lake follow a daily migration pattern, following the path of the sun across the sky, which they do to optimize their exposure to sunlight. This sunlight is crucial as it helps the symbiotic algae, which live in the tissues of the jellyfish, to produce nutrients through photosynthesis that feed the jellyfish. 9. Pitch Lake. Pitch Lake in Trinidad and Tobago is a natural wonder that has captivated visitors for centuries. Known as the largest natural deposit of asphalt in the world, this lake covers about 100 acres and is approximately 250 feet deep at its thickest point. Located in the village of La Brea in southwest Trinidad, the lake is an important source of asphalt for road construction worldwide. This remarkable lake was discovered by Sir Walter Raleigh in 1595 during his quest for El Dorado. He used the asphalt from this lake to caulk his ship. Ever since, Pitch Lake has been mined for its valuable asphalt, which has unique self-healing properties. After the rain, the surface of the lake appears to renew itself, returning to its original smooth state. 8. Underwater brine lakes. Deep beneath the blue waters of the Gulf of Mexico lies a phenomenon that feels more like science fiction than reality: underwater brine lakes. These lakes, known for their extreme salinity, are so saturated with salt that they form dense pools that rest on the ocean floor, distinctly separate from the surrounding seawater. These brine lakes were first discovered during the 1980s through deep-sea exploration missions. The brine is so heavy with dissolved minerals that it doesn't mix with the ocean water above. Instead, it creates a distinct, eerie layer that looks like a mirror or a liquid desert landscape. One of the most famous underwater brine lakes is the Jacuzzi of Despair, discovered in 2014. It's located about 3,300 feet below the surface and spans roughly 100 feet in diameter. 7. Lake Hillier. Imagine a lake so pink you might think it's a trick of the eye. Lake Hillier delights and puzzles viewers with its vivid pink color. Located on Middle Island, the largest of the islands in Western Australia's Recherche archipelago, the lake is about 600 meters long and surrounded by a rim of sand and dense woodland of paperbark and eucalyptus trees. Unlike many other colored lakes, Lake Hillier maintains its pink hue year-round. Scientists believe the color comes from a dye created by bacteria that lives in the salt crusts. Halobacteria and Dunaliella salina, a type of microalgae especially fond of high salt environments, produce carotenoids that give the lake its distinctive pink color. The lake was first discovered in 1802 by the British explorer Matthew Flinders, who took samples from the lake and mentioned its remarkable color in his journal. 6. Laguna Colorada. Laguna Colorada is a stunning high-altitude salt lake located within the Eduardo Avaroa Andean Fauna National Reserve in the southwestern part of Bolivia. Known for its striking red color, looks like it's bleeding. The lake covers an area of about 60 square kilometers and sits at an altitude of roughly 4,270 meters above sea level. Its vivid red coloration is due to red sediments and the pigmentation of certain algae that thrive in the mineral-rich water. This shallow lake, with an average depth of only about 35 centimeters, is also dotted with white islands of massive borax deposits, which contrast dramatically with the deep red of the water. The lake is an important breeding ground for Andean flamingos, which are often seen wading in its waters. 5. Lake Nyos. Lake Nyos is a crater lake in the northwest region of Cameroon. infamous for a catastrophic event that occurred on August 21, 1986. On this fateful day, the lake suddenly released a massive cloud of carbon dioxide gas, suffocating 1,746 people and thousands of animals in nearby villages. This rare natural disaster is known as a limnic eruption, which occurs when dissolved CO2 in lake waters suddenly explodes to the surface. The lake sits on a pocket of volcanic magma, which leaks carbon dioxide into the water. Before the 1986 disaster, the lake appeared calm and innocuous, its deadly nature hidden beneath the surface. The trigger for the eruption is believed to be a landslide or a small volcanic eruption that disturbed the water, causing the sudden release of gas. For Lake Baikal. Lake Baikal in Siberia, Russia, is the world's deepest and oldest freshwater lake. It reaches a maximum depth of 1,642 meters and is estimated to be about 25 million years old. The lake contains around 20% of the world's unfrozen freshwater, making it one of the largest freshwater lakes by volume. This ancient lake is renowned not only for its size and age but also for the unique biodiversity it supports. Lake Baikal is home to more than 3,500 species of plants and animals, two-thirds of which can be found nowhere else in the world. One of the most famous endemic species is the Baikal seal or nerpa, the only freshwater seal species in the world. It is considered sacred by the Buryat tribes who live along its shores. 3. Lake Karachay. Lake Karachay, located in the southern Ural Mountains of Russia, is often cited as one of the most polluted places on Earth. This small lake, which lies within the Mayak Production Association, one of Russia's largest nuclear facilities, this lake is so radioactive that standing beside it for an hour could be deadly. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union used Lake Karachay as a repository for liquid radioactive waste from its plutonium production. Over the years, the lake accumulated high levels of radioactive contaminants, making it extremely hazardous. This event caused an increase in radiation-related illnesses in the surrounding population, highlighting the severe health risks posed by such environmental neglect. The Russian government has undertaken projects to fill the lake with concrete to prevent further spread of radioactive material. 2. Toxic Lake. Toxic Lake, more commonly known as Lake Giamana, is situated in the Apuseni Mountains of Romania. It was once a picturesque village, but in 1978, the Romanian government decided to use the area for industrial purposes. The valley was dammed, and over the ensuing years, it was gradually filled with toxic waste from the nearby Rozia Poieni copper mine. The decision to sacrifice Giamana and its surroundings was driven by the economic benefits expected from the copper extraction. As the waste from the mining process was channeled into the lake, its waters turned a vivid turquoise, laced with heavy metals and other contaminants that rendered it biologically dead. Today, its eerie appearance attracts the curious and serves as a grim reminder of the impact of pollution. 1. Lake Michigan Triangle. The Lake Michigan Triangle, spanning across part of Lake Michigan, is an area known for its mysterious disappearances and unexplained phenomena, drawing comparisons to the Bermuda Triangle. This triangular area stretches from Manitowoc, Wisconsin, to Ludington, Michigan, and south to Benton Harbor, Michigan. First gaining attention in the early 20th century, the Lake Michigan Triangle has been the site of numerous bizarre incidents over the decades. One of the most famous is the disappearance of Captain Donner from his cabin aboard the freighter O.M. McFarland in 1937. Another significant event occurred in 1950 when Northwest Airlines Flight 2501, carrying 58 people, crashed into Lake Michigan during a storm. Despite extensive search efforts, the wreckage was never fully recovered. Thanks for exploring these mysterious lakes with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss more amazing stories like these. See you in the next video.